Sessions and lessons. Sessions and lessons unscripted. And now your hosts, Joel and Gloria Rosario.
Hey you, welcome back. This is me, Joel Rosario, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. Here again. Thank you for joining us. Next to me, the wonderful, one and only, intelligent, smart, looking mighty sleepy right now, Gloria Rosario. Hello, Gloria.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
That was awfully chipper for someone who looked like was just falling asleep. I bore her to death, people.
I'm tired today. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Always something with me.
We were kind of late with the spring cleaning. We were kind of doing the good old DEclutter, which is actually the subject we want to talk about today, right?
Absolutely.
Actually, Gloria brought up a good point while we were trying to clean up and organize stuff. It's amazing how people accumulate stuff or stuff that you put away and you forgot you had.
You don't know how many things I found today that I was looking for months, and all of a sudden, ta-da!
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I found stuff that I thought I threw this away.
Or, I didn't know I still had this.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, Gloria and I were talking about it while we were cleaning up and stuff, and trying to declutter physically our abode here. We were also talking about decluttering yourself in your life, which kind of is a very interesting point that you made.
Right. I think it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I would say so. Well, actually, think about it. If your whole house is disheveled, you're disheveled, your car looks disheveled, there's a good chance that your life is.
You just basically described little old moi.
Well, I wouldn't say that. No.
No, I am a pack rat, and I don't realize it until it's like, I need to burn everything. Remember, I go through that.
Yeah, I get like that too. It's like when I'm cleaning, it's like good stuff, right? I just want to throw it away.
I feel bad for throwing things away, though.
Yeah.
You know, I try to find people who want it or need it, or
I would rather go that route because I used to donate my stuff, and it's
right.
like with the way thrifting is now, it's just disgusting, really, in my opinion. Because
it's so sad.
Yeah, you give stuff away. I mean, and then they're profiting off of it.
Right.
So it's like I'd rather find someone that needs it.
Yeah, that's what I try to do, and if I can't, then I'll usually donate, but I'll usually try to find people who can use this stuff.
Right, exactly.
Or sometimes I even post it on Facebook, like for free, like who wants it?
Facebook.
Yes.
I dislike it.
Marketplace.
I don't, even back in the day, I don't even know is Craigslist still a thing?
No.
Is it not?
Yes and no. They changed some.
Well, I know they got rid of that one section. We're not going to discuss that, though.
Let's move on.
But even in the days of Craigslist, oh my goodness, I hated dealing with people on there. And it just seems like it got worse.
Yeah, like I said, it's easier for me to post it for free. Or you know what I have been doing lately, and I put the stuff in the corner of the house, like by the driveway.
Yeah, by the driveway.
Yeah, and usually in a couple of hours it's gone. So I was like, good riddance.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean it's I would rather deal with somebody or put it on the curb than deal with people online, because it's like it's always, is this still available? And then you never hear again.
Crickets. It gets really quiet.
Yeah, or it's you want how much for it? I'll give you 20. It's like I'm asking for like $200. I'm not just gonna sell it for 20.
It's like.
Yeah, everyone out there knows what a hassle it is to deal with people online.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we decided to start the spring cleaning, even though it is kind of late. Although the weather is not, I mean, it doesn't cooperate, so it's like it just threw everything off, right?
Right.
So Gloria was going through all her stuff, and I'm going through my stuff. We're finding stuff that we kind of joined together when we got together. And
And then some.
yeah, I mean, and it's a good point that she made about how it's good to be tidy and declutter your physical around you physically, but also mentally. And I mean, you got to declutter yourself, right?
Yeah, you have to make way for new things,
Yes.
you know. And I'm not just talking like material things. I'm talking like just making room in general for like new things to come.
Yeah. Well, think about it. If you clutter your mind with all kinds of negativity and nonsense, you're not gonna get anywhere with it, right? It's a mess.
It's a distraction.
Right. And like you said, you can't let anything new in.
No.
No.
So yeah, I just find it like I hate doing it, but when I start doing it, it's kind of like soothing in a way. It's just kind of
Throw things away.
throw things away, donate, whatever, just to clear, your space.
It's amazing. I mean, honestly, all the physical stuff, it's doesn't really mean anything,
No.
right? So it's like you don't, especially like I was just mentioning, right? You dig in your closet and you find you know, I don't know, like an old comic book. You forgot you even had it.
Right.
Like you can get rid of it now. You don't need it. You read it already. You still kept it.
Right.
But it's like,
I think we hold on to a lot of things that have like sentimental value.
mhm.
Just like we hold on to feelings and people and relationships.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not sentimental value. I
Well,
mean, some
it
things,
depends
yes.
because for me, I keep everything that's connected to something.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is fine. I think that's fine.
Yeah, it meant something at some point, but it's
Right.
like if you forgot about it and it's in your closet and it's been there for like 6 months,
Then it doesn't really mean that
it doesn't
much.
really mean that much. It's just that emotional attachment that you have to it.
Right.
And which again is just, physical object. It's not necessarily the object that matters, but the feeling and the sentiment behind it.
The first thing that came to mind while I was listening to it just now was like say relationships, like uh you know some you in general, if something doesn't serve any more purpose, it's time
Let
to
it go.
let it go.
Yeah.
That goes with everything, right, in life. Relationships, jobs, what else?
Friendships,
Friendships.
family friendships, or
Yeah.
family members, or
I mean, even though it can be hard to do, I mean, it could be hard to separate yourself from the 1993 Star Wars, name whatever. I mean, we're staring at all this stuff.
yeah, all this stuff.
But it could be hard to get rid of that stuff. But then it's like, in the long run, it's what you got to do. You got to clear the way for the new, like you said.
Yeah, because as long as you're holding on to like the old, like I said, you're kind of stagnant. You're not moving forward. You're not necessarily going backwards. It's
Right.
just you're stuck.
Right.
You know?
So then, what do you think? How would someone go about that? You think starting to declutter your physical stuff around you leads to do you start from the
Mentally,
outside and then go for the inside, or what?
it's different from person to person. You know what I mean? Like
I guess.
some people have to find it in themselves to kind of, oh, this is, important. This is not important.
Mhm.
Me personally, I hate to declutter. Like, you know what I mean? It's just the process of it, the separation of things, and the throwing
You would
away of
just rather
things.
have things the way they are.
It's comfortable, and
That's a good word to
right,
use.
it's comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm a person. I'm a person of habit. I'm a creature of habit.
Mhm.
You know, I have my routine with things. And it's hard for me to just kind of like stop and be like, okay, this is too much. It either needs to get burned or tossed out, And once I get to that point, I'm pretty much like, that's my thing,
Right.
getting rid of things.
Mhm.
And then once everything is gone, or I think everything is gone, because 6 months later I'm back in the same, predicament. But again, I'm a pack rat. I know I'm a pack rat. But the process of it, I think after like once I get my groove and once I, kind of separate things, it's so much easier just to be like, okay, yeah, this doesn't mean as much as I thought it meant.
Right.
This doesn't fit me right anymore. If it's me too big, if it's me too small, I don't like the color, the buttons, whatever. And this is what I find easy for me at least. And you know how how I bought those laundry baskets, the white ones,
Yes.
the smaller ones?
Mm-hmm.
I bought like 4 of them. One's for recycle, one's for toss, one's for donate, and the other one's for keep.
Mm-hmm.
And I just separate things like that. That's how I finished everything today. I had the baskets out,
Right.
and it makes everything so much easier, at least for me.
So how did you feel after you filled up the toss and giveaway buckets?
Like I said, I like it, because it's like, okay, I've been meaning to do this. I've been telling you for weeks, like, oh, I'm going to do this next week. I'm going to do this next week. And finally, like, today we're both just like, okay, we need to kind of like
Yeah, we all got-
organize because we have a lot of stuff going on all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
It's nonstop, you with work, me with my family, and everything else that comes in between those things. So I figured today's the day,
Yeah,
and I
better
knocked
late
it
than
out.
never.
Yeah, I knocked it out today, and I feel good about that. And
So now you have room for more
more stuff.
Power Rangers.
No, but it's very like liberating to just kind of sit there and be like, it's clean. Like I don't want to say I don't feel stagnant anymore, but it feels like I'm making progress.
That's a good point.
And like you were cleaning up the podcast room, which has been so many different rooms between the times that we started the podcast to what it is now.
I mean, we've talked about it before. We're into so much different stuff. This
Yeah.
was a drum room. It was a music room. It was
Office,
an office. It was,
a hangout room. Now it's a TV slash
TV slash
podcast room.
podcast slash museum, toy museum. I don't even know.
Yeah, toy museum, I guess you could say. We have a lot of relics here.
I mean, I used to have a lot more. I got rid of a lot of stuff, but then, honestly, to be quite honest, like we were just saying, sometimes you gotta get rid of stuff that doesn't serve you any more purpose.
Yeah.
And I mean, I see all of this stuff, and it's like, I mean, I haven't collected in a while. I mean, it's
Right.
been a while since I've action figures and
And see, it depends why you're recording, why you're collecting things. Like to me, I have a lot of things from my like childhood, like the Ninja Turtles, the Ursulas, the you know, Freddie Mercury stuff. I have all this
music stuff. Yeah.
music stuff. To me, that's part of like, I guess, growing up, we had a lot given to us.
It's a nostalgia thing,
It's a
right?
nostalgia thing, and it's kind of like, oh, my mom couldn't or wouldn't get me this, or couldn't get me this, or
Right.
we couldn't afford this, or we couldn't afford
Yeah,
that.
once you get your
Once you
grown-up
have
money,
adult money, like,
yeah.
and especially if you're a person like me, I'm a kid at heart,
Hmm.
and you're a kid at heart, and it's so easy to like accumulate things,
Yeah.
and then before you know it, you're like, crap, like,
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, like we're talking about decluttering, right? That stuff can cloud your not judgment, but it kind of muck things up a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Because you're so obsessed with the material stuff and just like,
I look at some of this stuff and I think to myself, like, man, I cannot believe I spent that much on that.
mhm,
Because it's like, if you kind of try to actually value the stuff that we have, some of it's like gone up in price, some of it's gone down. Collections come and go.
yeah,
Things are hot one minute and they're like $300, and then the next minute they're $10, at the clearance section.
yeah. Don't say that because I look at some of this stuff and it's like I paid, $20 for this thing, and I know I'm not gonna get $20
Not
back.
even $20, you
See,
know?
the whole thing with toy collecting too, guys, is that the value is not in the newer stuff.
No, it's in the
It's
older
in the
stuff.
older stuff.
Right.
I wish I kept most of the toys that I had because I probably have a small gold mine.
No, I do have a lot of my old toys, but they're in the boxes downstairs.
Right.
You know, I don't display those. I should, but if I displayed those with this, it would be
Forget
too
about
much.
displaying that. We should sell them and like be millionaires.
Again,
No, I don't know
that's
about that. Maybe
no.
hundredaires.
We'll probably be sent to heirs.
Hey, and then we'd be decluttered. But another thing I want to kind of point out too is like, because we were kind of touching on, like not only like decluttering your physical material stuff, but also your emotional stuff and the stuff inside, right? And speaking of clutter, and I want to use myself as an example here because I think it'd be fitting. You guys out there, Gloria, you can jump in and say if I'm wrong or not. But so it's no secret I'm a bigger dude, right? So this didn't happen. This did not happen overnight. It's been up and down most of my life. But I've touched on some of my mental issues before, and
Right.
like my mixed anxiety depression disorder, the OCD, the possible ADHD, all of that stuff. And then like of course the low self-esteem, the low self-worth, uh self-negative talk, beating myself,
I get it.
whole laundry list,
Right.
right? And
I
we kind
get
of
it.
touched on that stuff.
Yeah.
So, and of course, me being a stress eater because I've never done drugs. Drinking, I never got into, I never smoked. I shouldn't say I never smoked, but I never got into smoking. And my thing was eating, right? And
Right.
then when I would struggle with something or stress out about something or be anxious about something, first thing I would reach for is something to comfort me, right?
Right.
Food wise. So, of course, that and then lack of motivation and discipline because I just thought life sucked, right? And
Right.
it's like I'm not worth it. I'm not what's the point? You
Right.
know? And I you know, truth be told, all transparency, everything, I just gave up. I didn't care anymore.
Right.
What was the point?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm in this body that makes it even worse, right? Because you have this stigma on you now. Everybody looks at you and they think certain things, right?
Yeah.
You're lazy, you're a slob, you stink, whatever. I mean, all you bigger people out there know what I'm talking about. You're a target for ridicule, just the normal stuff.
So where are you going with this here?
I'm going with this. I'm saying that's when you see me or if you see someone in a certain state or in a certain way, that could be an indicator of the clutter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because you're cluttering your mind with all the nonsense, right? All the negativity, the self-hate,
Right.
the low self-worth, all of that stuff. You're cluttering yourself with that stuff. And then it shows. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
So it's like once you get your stuff together and you realize, you know what? I am worth it. Or you know what? I don't care what these people say. You know what? I am going to start taking care of myself. When you decide you want to declutter your thinking, declutter your mind, then it's going to show. You're
Right.
going to lose weight. You're going to start looking, looking better. Your attitude's going to change.
Right.
It's
All around, you're gonna feel like a different
exactly.
person.
It's the same
Right.
thing. It's the same thing after you toss all your old stuff that you don't want or get rid of. Your house looks super organized. Things are in place. It's like whatever. It's the same thing emotionally and within yourself, right? Once you get rid of all that stuff, all the negative talk, all that negative stuff, then you have so much room to let all the good stuff in.
Right. And also, you can apply that to like friendships or family members that aren't worth your time anymore, because
Right.
it's just like, as humans, we tend to keep, people around us just because we don't want to be lonely, or we don't want to face the real problems. So we keep others around us to like distract us, and it's easy for someone to sit there and be like, oh, so and so is so much better off than me, and so is so much worse than me.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't focus on like you and your problems and your shortcomings and all that. And I think that's stopping a lot of people from progressing and, actually reaching their potential with different things.
Would you say that you're cluttering yourself with other people's
Problems and issues and mentalities. Yes, and burdens. That's a good word.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that way because, I've gone through that, and that's why I'm like talking about it, because it's when you declutter yourself of useless, and I'm not talking about like gaining things from people or anything. I'm talking about people who don't serve you, for the greater good, or the changes that you're looking for in your life. You outgrow people as you get older, and that's okay.
That's true, yes. Yep.
And sometimes when you get to a certain point, you have to declutter and, just move on from certain groups of people, certain family
Because if
members.
you keep it cluttered, it's going to weigh you down.
Right. And, I've used this example before. It's like, you can't save everybody.
True.
It's not your responsibility to be responsible for other people. You're responsible for you.
Yes.
And I've said this before. Sometimes the people that you're trying to save are the ones stepping on your cape.
Yes.
They're the ones holding you back. They're,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They're, in maybe not so much of a straightforward type of way. Maybe, they're the ones that are keeping you down.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
So it's like, if you need to sit down and evaluate friendships, relationships, even just people you talk to every day that really aren't your friends.
Mm-hmm.
When you sit and you go through like mentally, like, oh, well, I don't have this in common with that person anymore. Why am I even talking to them? It's like an effort to keep this like friendship alive.
And it's a two-way street. It almost seems like it turns into a one-way street.
That's where I was going with that. I was like, friendships are a two-way street. It's like, okay, I have your back when you're going through hard times. You have my back when you're going through hard times, or vice versa, or whatever. And sometimes it isn't always like that. Like, and those are the type of people in friendships and relationships that I'm telling you to get rid of. Because I know from experience that once you declutter, like, all those negative people, or people who may not necessarily 100% believe in what you're doing, or, the changes you're trying to make in your life, those are the people that you need to get rid of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, anything that doesn't serve you anymore, it's not worth hanging on to. But
no, because it's clutter.
Right, it's clutter.
Right, it's
so
clutter.
what would you say then? Because this question comes to my mind right away. Then, as far as relationships go, and it doesn't have to necessarily be familiar or family relationships, but so would it be? Is there anything wrong with having, like, say, a superficial relationship where it's not?
I think that's a waste of time.
Really?
I really do. Because why?
Because to me, like, let's say at work, right? A lot of people here and chime in.
Okay, let me cut you off right now.
Mm,
One of the things that I've always like told friends or cousins or whoever
mhm.
about workplace and personal business. Your workplace people are not your friends. They
That's
are
true.
your coworkers. You
Yeah.
can coexist with them. You can co-work with them.
I mean, it's not to say that you won't meet somebody.
No. And it's okay to be friends and, with people at work, but I'm just saying.
But to me, in my experience, and then on all the years on this planet Earth that I've been, it's always superficial.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Always.
saying. Don't waste your time on superficial friendships. For what? If it doesn't serve you, let it go. I'm not saying to be mean or disrespectful to people, or
No, you should just be mean and disrespectful.
Of course, that's what I would say. But no, use your wits about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Be nice to people, but just because you're nice, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're being superficial. It means that you're an adult and you need to have adult, you know,
That's one of my problems. So I cannot adult. I'm just a clown.
right? But it's like I think that it's important for you to evaluate all aspects of your life. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect or that like,
That's not true. You're perfect.
no,
Oh my
realistically speaking, like no, I'm not perfect. I am
God. No,
so
she's not
flawed.
perfect. I was just kidding.
Make up
Oh
your mind. I was like, because I don't know if
no,
you're
no, should
insulting me or making me feel good here.
no. You should feel good.
But it's important for you to evaluate all those things because if
It's
you're
great. I love the what you said. I mean, it's like just don't waste your time with that stuff.
don't,
Yeah,
because that's time that you're not going to get back. I'm not
this
going to
is true.
invest any more time in people who do not have the same mentality with me or, we have the same ideas and can like converse,
Yeah, I mean, we gotta clean everything up, and that goes with everything. It goes for your house, your car, and even like your relationships with other human beings.
Yeah, and that's important
Yeah,
because you need to take care of yourself and put yourself first before you
always.
can take care of anybody else.
Like,
Whether it's your child, whether it's your grandparent, a mother, a father, if you don't take care of yourself and declutter things from your life, you're not doing anything, um worthy of spending your time on. It's like you are important. You should be able to spend time on yourself.
mhm.
And if that's decluttering, declutter. If it's time to sit down, meditate, and like recenter yourself, then do that. If you pray, then pray. Whatever makes you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
but do
But I mean,
something.
but you do have to sit there and kind of do an inventory and evaluate things. Like, I think maybe periodically people should do that. Like, sit down and really think, okay, what's helping me? What's
Holding me back,
holding me back?
right?
What's a waste of time? Do I, no different than if you were, do I need this, glass vase that I bought, 20 years ago that I
Yes, you
never
do.
use? Well, yeah, you never know when you need a vase, because especially with her, with all the plants and flowers. Yeah, vase, or vase or is it vase?
Vase.
Is it vase or vase?
Vase.
That always reminds me. I forgot what movie it was. Was it Ben-Hur? I don't remember. Anyways, this guy, he has like a fainting couch, and he tells the one of the servant guys. It was like in the Roman times or something like that. He's like, "Go get me the crying vase," and then he would cry and then collect his tears in this thing.
Oh man. I'm still waiting for my fainting couch, by the way.
Yes, I told Gloria that I would buy her a fainting couch because she's such a drama queen.
I am. Get me my couch, please.
Yes, I preferably a purple one. So if anyone out there knows where I can get a purple fainting couch,
Is it a Chaz or what is it, Chase?
is it Chase or
Chase or
Shaz?
Chaz?
Chase? I have no idea.
Either way,
It's a couch.
I want the fainting couch.
How about I get you one that's shaped like one of those high heels, the shoes?
No, I want. You know what? I want the Victorian ones. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yeah,
They're
all
like
fancy and
yes,
gold gilded. And
and purple because I am drama. I am dramatic.
you know what? Maybe we will get one. Well, after this cat tears up our couch, we'll have to get one of those fainting couches. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna leave it there. Yeah. So just think about it, right? Just think about, kind of do an inventory, or kind of take a look at where you're at right now, how your life's going, what you look like, what thing, just your overall mental state, how you're doing that in that aspect or in that regard, and declutter your surroundings, and declutter your mind, your mindset,
Your burdens,
all
your
your burdens.
friendships, families,
Try to
everything.
keep everything clean and tidy. In the long run, you'll be better for it. So remember, guys, to visit the website at sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. There you'll find episodes of the podcast, writings that I post on there. We're trying to add more and more stuff all the time. So feel free to swing by Sessions and Lessons unscripted.com. Please engage with us. Send us a line, contribute anything you want. It could be a joke, a meme, could be a story that you got, or anything, suggestions for stuff to talk about. Sessions and Lessons mail at gmail.com. And then all the socials. Visit us at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the socials. Have anything to add, Gloria?
Just one last thing talking about, decluttering. When you do decide to declutter, it doesn't all have to happen all at once.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You
That's
know,
good.
I find it easy to do things in sections. So if I'm not feeling up to it, I give myself 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes to do a little bit at a time.
Right.
And then later come back, do another 10, 15 minutes. And before you know it, you're done. Like you're done cleaning.
And don't feel bad if one day, and then I get like this too. I'm raising my hand right now, guilty. Some days I don't want to deal with it. Like I can't do it today. Then I'll do it tomorrow. Like there's some days you're just not feeling
No,
it,
but
and it's like
even
as long as you keep at it,
right. And even if you're not feeling it, like I said, give yourself 10 minutes.
yeah, give yourself time.
Fold your clothes, put them in a basket, come back tomorrow, put everything away. Do another 15 minutes of something else.
Yeah, a little bit at a time.
Little bit at a
Even
time
that
goes a
even
long
that
way.
even that helps.
Right.
All right, guys. We're gonna leave it there. Please be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. We appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, website, socials, email. That's it, Gloria.
That's it.
All right, guys. Catch you on the next episode.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye bye.